Hello guys, BakersTuts here, coming at you with a tutorial on After Effects, 3D motion tracking, and Boujou, and Cinema 4D. And that was a really bad accent, but whatever. So, gonna be going over the example when I had the little screens and stuff pop up. I should have this open. Have it open if you want to see it, but this will be part one of the 3D motion tracking, because it's going to take a while. First one's just tracking, next one I'll do compositing and stuff. But anyway, so you're going to have a cinematic, right, going around, and normally they'll say, hey, you got to, add to render queue and make it a JPEG sequence and stuff. And you can do that. But if you look inside of Boujou, and by the way, Boujou's really dang easy to get. So yeah, if you go into Boujou and you go to import, you can import. Look at all these AVIs, MOVs, and there's your TIFF files, PNG files, sequence JPEGs. So I'm just gonna go ahead and since this one's already MOV, I'm just gonna import that. Like I don't need to import, let's see, 60 frames per second, 15 seconds times 60. What was that, 900? If my math is right, yeah. 900 pictures or something. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'll just keep one file. That'll be easier. So I'll just go ahead and look for that cinematic. Footage, cinematic, rotating, and we'll click apply. And then we also need to apply a frame rate, so it was 59.94 up there. Okay, so when people do this for Cinema 4D, they always say like, oh, you have to change it to 30 or something. I don't even know, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna do it my way, okay? After Effects only. And the thing I like about this is when you do it in After Effects, you can change anything you want at any time, unlike Cinema 4D, where you pretty much have to render it. And then if you want to change something, you got to do it all over again. So unless you save the file, but I mean you got to render. But this way you can do it pretty much anytime you want. So we imported the clip, so that's cool. And next thing we need to do is kind of mask out the guy, because what this is tracking is it's assuming that everything is static. This is a static scene, and the only thing that's moving is the camera. So if it sees the guy's arm moving there, and especially right here, it's going to take that into consideration, and we'll get a little shaky track. So what we're going to do is go to the beginning and add polymask, and just kind of draw around the guy. Doop, doop, doop. Boom! Okay, and we'll move forward here, and it automatically makes keyframes when you adjust the mask. So just kind of move forward every other second. See this? Cover that up. See? So go here and just try to cover up as much as the guy, but still kind of don't cover up more than you need, because you still want a lot of stuff to track, Don't want to cover up like the entire background. So it doesn't have to be too perfect, but just kind of, cover up the guy, adjusting it every other full or half second or something, just until he moves. So, yeah. How's it going, guys? 3D motion tracking. Are you guys excited? This is pretty awesome, huh? Yeah. A little different. I haven't seen any tutorials on 3D motion tracking only inside of After Effects, so pretty excited about this. Hope this video becomes pretty popular. Extend that over there. Cover that guy's gun. Moving forward here, just that a little bit, and yeah, just kind of move that in. Want to save a lot of room for tracking still, so not too bad. Let's check. I mean, if it goes out just a little bit, that's fine, but you still want it to be, you know, a pretty solid mask. And I think that should be fine. Yeah. Alright, so now that that's done, pretty good. So now that he's pretty much masked out, it will not take into consideration anything that it will, like, yeah, it won't track anything in that area. So what we do now is just click track features. What the hell am I talking about? And just click start. And this will take a while, so looks like this one's going to take 10 minutes or so. Well, 9 minutes, 8 minutes. So I'm just going to let it go, fast forward it, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, I'm back, and it tracked the features and stuff and points and things like that, and did not have this guy affect anything at all. And then the only thing we do now is just go to camera solve. And you can click optimize camera path smoothness, but the thing about that is, if your camera is bumpy like at all, like it's even like a little bit jerky at all, it'll smooth that out a little bit and won't really match your scene like exactly, if you know what I mean. Like, it analyzes it smooth, but the real footage is not perfectly smooth. So you can click that if you want, if your camera is a pretty simple path, but mine, I'm just going to leave it as regular and click start. And this will take a while again, so I will see you in a few minutes or something like that. So once this starts, and I'll just go to like 1%. Just make sure. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay. Hey guys, okay, we're back, and now we got these blue and yellow points that represent, you know, fixed points that the camera has solved. So pretty cool stuff. But now what we need to do is kind of like show the program, you know, what's left and right, up and down, so that it can export it and the orientation is correct and all that stuff. So we go to scene geometry, and we just need to add coordinate from hint, and let's change this type to x-axis. So we need to find 2 points, at least 2 points really, but 2 points that would represent the x-axis. So try to find 2 points. I'm going to try to look on this bar because I know that's perfectly left and right. So I think 2 points, I'm going to say this point right here, we select it and it turns green. And on a Mac you hold command, so PC that would be control, and then click on the other point. So we have 2 points that are green now, and we will connect to selected. Boom. Okay. Now we need another axis, so we're going to do the y-axis since we don't have any really depth points. We can't really do the z-axis because z is front and back. So I'm going to just kind of look at this pole right here, and I'm going to add coordinate from hint, change this to y-axis. I'm going to go ahead and select one of these points and hold command, select one of those points, and connect to selected. So now we got the y-axis right there. So one more thing we can always do is origin. Oops, don't change that. Y-axis. Okay, now add a new one and then change it to origin. And I'm just going to pick one that's kind of right below them, right there. And connect. And that's about it. That's pretty much what we can do for now. So update coordinate frame, and let it kind of update. And just do it twice just to make sure. That's what all the cool people say. And if we look in 3D button, and hold shift, and you can kind of just rotate around, you can kind of see here's that front wall, here's the fence, and our camera is moving around from, you know, right to left, and that's pretty much what we want. So that's a pretty good track. So alright, so when we export, make sure your where is it? If you go to edit camera, I think. No, not edit camera. setup, edit sequence. Make sure the frame rate is selected, 59.94. Make sure all that is correct. Sometimes it goes back down to 25, but that's all good. And we'll export. Now I'll browse and I'll just export it to the desktop. And I'll call this rotating camera solve. And change the file type to After Effects Maya. So MA. So click Save. And if we want to export, if we don't click anything and uncheck this, well, it'll be like thousands of null objects. So we're going to check the export flag tracks only. And if you want to export one, darn it. Alright, I'll show you how to export one. So let's, I'll pick this one right here, select it, right click, and flag for export. Boom! And then we'll go back to export camera solve. Again, I'll just redo this. Rotating camera solve and After Effects Maya and save. Flag export things only. Scale the scene. This is pretty important. This is gonna be it's up to you, but I was looking around and I thought 1,000 was pretty good, because otherwise whatever you make will be really huge. This will essentially scale it down, but whatever. And then that's about it, and hit save. And that's how you motion track. So next tutorial I'll teach you how to make the little screens pop up and import into After Effects and all that good stuff. So if I get a bunch of likes on this and I get some good feedback, then I'll upload it. So it's up to you guys. Let's make it 100 likes, okay? Okay? Boom! Alright, see ya.